Hello everybody, welcome to Cracked Up Games. Just kind of wanted to do a bit of an update video and talk about some of the stuff that's been going on lately on the channel. Not that I really expect anyone to watch this because most of my Let's Chat videos don't really get a whole lot of views or attention or anything like that. Maybe one or two views here and there, but most of them go ignored. But that's also kind of part of the problem on the channel lately is the lack of views overall. I just don't really know entirely what to do with the channel right now. So there's been a few series lately that have been cut short. A lot of that is beyond my control. The original Ocarina of Time randomizer run, because I completely lost the saves for that, and that would be far too much time to have to replay all that. Silent Age right now is on hiatus because it doesn't cloud save apparently. Or there's an issue with the cloud saves or something like that, so those were lost when I reset my computer, and that would be easier to replay, but it's still something I just haven't had the time for or the focus. I tried finding just a full save to download since it has the chapter select, but I haven't been able to find one. Freedom Planet, that is just for my own mental health. The boss fight against Spade was angering me way too much, and when it gets to that point, it means that I'm not having fun with the game, which means that it's not going to be enjoyable to watch, so nobody's really having fun at that point, and I didn't feel it was worth continuing at this time. I do potentially want to finish it in the future. We'll just have to see what happens there. And for the recent Pokemon Infinite Fusion series, it has gotten literally 0 views across 5 episodes. As of the time that I'm recording this, it has gotten 0 views, so it is doing nothing for the channel. As interesting as it has been for me to play, as interesting as it's been to see some of the stuff that comes up in that, I have to think of the what's good for the channel, and a series with excuse me, a series with literally no views is not good for longevity, especially for something that would be a very long series if I decided to do a full playthrough of it. So that was an experiment, and it's one that failed. I may return to it in the future when the channel starts getting more views, but that's kind of been the thing, and it's something that I've expected since I had to take my hiatus because of the computer issues and stuff, is I knew that the channel would basically suffer a factory reset. The YouTube algorithm completely forgot my channel by that point, so I'm having to pretty much start over from scratch, trying to build up views, and it hasn't been easy. I know my thumbnails aren't the best, because I don't have the best knowledge of editing software, and with some of the recent playthroughs and stuff, I didn't really feel that just screenshots... Excuse me, I keep yawning. I haven't felt that screenshots are the best choice for thumbnails, especially for the randomizers, because it doesn't exactly get the point across very well. Like, I could put an image of, Link finding a great fairy sword in the ice cavern a few episodes ago. That doesn't really accomplish a whole lot as far as drawing interest, I feel like. But I also don't really know what can draw interest for that. Maybe it's a series that would have been done better for streaming. I don't know. I don't really know what I need to do to actually start live streaming yet. I don't know how good my computer would do for it. I don't know if there's any sort of hardware that I might need. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff that I'm still having to figure out for the channel. The lack of real community engagement. Not that there's much of a community. Really hasn't helped. I don't know what people want to watch. I don't know what people might like about my videos. I don't know what people dislike about my videos. I know that my video and audio quality is not the best. I am working on that. It's very difficult to actually improve stuff like that when you don't really have personal finances. Same thing with a lot of the videos that I play. I can't really do a lot that is topical or relevant because I am limited to things that I either already have or things that are free or sales or anything like that. I'm currently in a situation that's very hard for me to actually do everything that I would want to do on the channel. I have ideas for the future. A lot of them aren't things that I can really do right now. I can't really record on consoles because I can't get the hardware needed for that. Everything that I do is restricted to PC right now. Again, I can't really play a lot of newer games because I cannot afford them. I do have other plans. Hopefully things will pan out soon that I can start doing videos with my cousins. That'll open up some options because there's been things that I've been specifically saving for that. And there are other ideas for the channel of things to do with them. There's only so much that I can really do on my own when it comes to certain ideas that I've been having. So I don't plan on this channel going anywhere anytime soon. I enjoy doing it. I hope that other people will enjoy the channel, enjoy the content that I make, and just I want to get to that point. I want to get to the point where people can find my content. I want to get to the point where people enjoy it. I want to know what people are looking for to enjoy in my videos. But again, it's very hard without any sort of community engagement. I don't really get comments except for from my cousins or from very few occasions of random people. Lately, I don't really know what to play. I don't do well with horror games, especially on my own, so a lot of the popular stuff on like Game Jolt and Itch, that's what a lot of it is horror games, and I don't do well with that. I have a lot of anxiety issues. I have depression issues. I have autism. A lot of things can very easily trigger those. Certain topics can very easily trigger certain mental states that I kind of try to avoid. I do not do well with tense situations or fear, which horror games often can put me into. I do have some that I plan to play with the assistance of my cousins because I'm hoping that with other people to riff off of, that it would be easier to endure when it's not just me laser focused on the game and trying to make commentary into a vacuum. So yeah, hopefully I can branch out genres a little bit with that. We have multiplayer games, whether competitive or co-op, that we are planning on doing in the future. So, but yeah, it's very hard to just find like indie games for one-offs because a lot of things, it's either horror games or it's a grab bag of like, okay, I don't know if this is going to be any good. A lot of the games that I have on my PC are longer games, and the Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask playthrough is already going to be a longer one, so I'm not really wanting to do a lot of longer Let's Plays side by side, especially if one of them isn't going to be doing well. That's why I stopped Infinite Fusion. I do have a few shorter things that I could do, but it's still kind of a toss-up of, is anyone going to actually enjoy this? Am I going to enjoy it? There's a lot of unknowns that I kind of need to tackle, and I'm not always in the best headspace for that. That's one of the reasons why there's been so many Zelda episodes lately. It's because it's just kind of the easy go-to thing for me. I don't have to figure out if I want to play it because I'm already playing it. But yeah, I mean, there's things I can do, there's things I don't know if I should do. Again, the lack of real engagement doesn't help. I know I'm not the best at using social media, not that I know if anyone's even viewed my social media. Um, God knows Twitter is a dumpster fire right now, and everyone is just kind of watching the ship sink as it burns. I don't really know the best alternatives to go to. I don't really know how to use Tumblr well. I don't really know how to use TikTok. I'm not the best judge of my own content to try and take clips to post anywhere. Camera, focus, please. Um, so yeah, like I don't know the best of like my own content to judge to post like videos on TikTok or post anything on Instagram, post YouTube shorts, anything like that. I'm hoping to get that worked on soon. Same maybe with thumbnails. As far as editing, I know I don't do the best edits for videos, but that's because I need to actually learn the editing software. But I haven't really had time for that lately to just sit down and experiment. I'm hoping to be able to work on that soon. I apologize that I keep yawning. I don't really know why. But yeah, just again, like I said, the channel's not going anywhere. I enjoy doing it. I hope other people enjoy watching. I'm not doing this just for myself, because if I was, I wouldn't be having all of these worries. I would just keep playing whatever I want in a vacuum, not worrying about if it gets views, but I want the channel to be able to do well. I want people to actually see my videos. I want people to maybe be able to discover some games that maybe they don't know much about. I want people to be able to just enjoy my videos, be able to get away from their troubles for a little while, be able to just have something to relax and watch or listen to, whatever you do with YouTube videos in your free time. And I would love to be able to just be someone's escape, pretty much. I've gotten that from so many other YouTube creators, whether it be gameplay videos, game reviews, food videos, just anything. Yes. I would love to just be for at least one person what so many YouTube creators have been for me. But to do that, I need to figure out what actually gets this channel out there. And some of the recent series have just kind of been experiments to see what does that. But if anyone actually watches this, I'm not going to hold your attention for too much longer. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. If anything that I said resonated with you, then consider maybe leaving a like. Or if you have anything that you want to say, any suggestions on how I can do better, anything you don't like, any suggestions on how to get my camera to stop freaking the heck out, anything you want to see me play. I can't promise I can play any specific games unless they're free, but maybe I can try and play more of certain genres. Then let me know in the comments. If you like the channel and want to see more videos, maybe see what I might play next, then consider subscribing so you don't miss any videos. Until then, camera, stop it. I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.